Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Six Figure PT podcast, where we help trainers go from $0 to $2,000 per week in just their first 6 months. I'm your host, Mike Thornton, and today we're going to dive into how to create a high-value one-on-one coaching experience in a commercial gym. So the secret sauce to scaling your income and building a thriving coaching business. So whether you're just looking to get started or you're looking to elevate your current services, this episode will give you clear steps to craft a premium experience that attracts clients that are willing to pay top dollar. So let's get into it. So I've broken it down into 10 steps that you can take advice-wise from what we're giving and help craft a package that you can then offer and then pitch in your next consultation and in your next pitch to new clients. So just to give a bit of background as well. So when I first started out, I was your typical personal trainer that did 30-minute sessions where clients rocked in. I think the structure I was running at the time was I'd offer 3 sessions for $120 a week, offer 2 sessions for $90 a week, and then I'd offer 1 session for $50 a week. So half-hour sessions. After a good period of time, realized pretty quickly that kind of structuring doesn't get clients results, and it doesn't keep them around long term because they don't get results, right? So that was how I started. And it really didn't change for me until I started to actually build in a lot of other services that made my personal training sessions and weekly price look more appealing and have more value, right? So look, it really transformed the way I went about things. And it is something I believe if you start with as a PT, it's going to give you the best chance to build your personal training business quickly and sustain it long term and keep clients coming back for more over time. So anyway, without further ado, we'll jump straight into it. So look, step 1 is you really want to have an understanding of who your ideal client is, and then ideally try and niche down towards that ideal client. So who are you serving? Think about the person you want to work with. Are they busy professionals? Are they mums? Are they elite athletes? Like I mentioned in the previous podcast, you are typically going to be speaking or training Gen Pop clients. So that's going to be my recommendation before was to really get good at working with Gen Pop clients because they are going to make up the bulk of your client base. But that doesn't mean that you are not going to have a certain type of client that is attracted to you or you're going to easily sell to, right? So the more specific your niche is, the easier it is going to be able to create tailored programs and market it effectively online or whether it's in the gym to be able to make sure that you can attract in that client and work with people that you want to work with, right? So look, the action step here is to really create an avatar of the kind of client you want to work with, right? So name, age, what are their goals, what are their pain points, and keep those handy at all times. And that's going to dictate how you go about things and how your marketing and content is structured. So by focusing on this, your messaging becomes sharper. People watch a video and they know it's directed at them. People are in the gym. They know that that's how you go about things. They see posters. They're going to naturally be attracted to you if you're offering what it is that they are after. Because ultimately, the client is going to feel like you fully understand their needs. So, number 2, second thing you want to do, second step, is building a premium offer that delivers results. So once you've created your avatar, once you know their name, their age, what keeps them up at night, what their pain points are, if let's say it's a mum, I've got young kids, what are their pain points? Pain points are going to be things like, I can never get back to my pre-baby weight. I can't get rid of my stomach after I've been pregnant. They're going to be the kind of things that keep people up at night. So your marketing is going to be tiered around, creating something that appeals to that kind of person, and being fitter for their kids, like things like that. So your messaging is going to be around their kids and being fit and being able to chase after their kids and being able to be the healthy fit mum or fit dad. These are going to be the things that you're going to tap into. So, but moving into number 2, just to go back a little bit, the second thing you want to do is build that premium offer that delivers results. So, how do you design a coaching package that offers real transformation? Well, the first thing you need is you always want to have some kind of minimum period of time that you're working with someone. In this day and age, I still don't understand how there's trainers out there going from week to week, session to session, and expecting to have life-changing results with clients. I teach everyone and recommend a minimum period of 12 weeks so that when they sign up and they sign with you, you're working with that client for that specific period of time, so you can guarantee a kind of result that they are coming to you to pay you for. Not only that, it also gives you and guarantees you, as a personal trainer, guarantees you income for that period of time as well, which the last thing you want to be doing as a personal trainer is chasing money. I'll tell you that right now. So it'll be the fastest way that you run yourself out of the industry is if you're constantly chasing up clients for bouncing debits or, just chasing money. Clients' payments bounce. You're booking in sessions that they haven't even paid for them yet. It's a very fast way to burn out. So you want to have a minimum period of time where you're working with someone. There's all sorts of other things. I discussed terms and conditions in my sales course that is in the Six Figure PT Club, but there's a lot of things you want to have in your terms and conditions form that I discuss in greater depth there. But for the most part, make sure you have a minimum period. Now, what is that your training package going to include? Well, it's going to include, if you're in a commercial gym, it's going to include some kind of one-on-one training. Now, I recommend always having a minimum time or session time of 45 minutes. Personally, I like hours. Just gives you that little bit longer, gives you the ability to do proper warm-ups, do proper activations, mobility, and it also gives you an ample amount of time to be able to, in between sets, build rapport, get to know your client, and just get to know them on a deeper level and build that relationship stronger. So I like hours. I've done hours for the last 10 years and would never go back. So that's the first thing you want to have. You want to have one-on-one coaching. Now, second thing you want to have tailored training programs that you're going to give to your client that's included in the overall price, right? So it's not, you don't add your training programs as an additional cost that they have to then pay more for. It's included in your price, in your 12-week price, and your weekly price, whatever it is, however you're charging, so that it makes your overall service look it's adding a lot more value than a typical week-to-week paying by the session type thing. So that's going to be the second thing you're going to include. So one-on-one coaching, training programs. Next thing you want to have some kind of nutritional guidance. Now, nutrition is going to be a grey area for a lot of personal trainers. You get told in your course that the legalities around it, you're not really allowed to give too much away. That's sort of different to the healthy eating guidelines. So you still want to give something though. Pretty much everyone can log online now, use ChatGPT, pump in their body weight, where they want to get to, and ChatGPT is going to pump out your calories related to that. People are going to maybe do scans, so they're going to have other ideas of how much they should be eating, things like that. So look, regardless, you want to be able to give something, whether it's an ebook of nutrition and just explaining the different things about nutrition, proteins, fats, carbs, supplements, all that kind of thing. You want to have something that you can give that's going to give, again, just going to add value and give them a bit of direction to their nutrition and how they're going to go about nutrition. All right, so that's the third thing. And the fourth thing that I always recommend everyone includes is they have to have some kind of accountability, right? So whether it's check-ins, filling out a form online. Personally, I just do skin folds weekly. You might have a scanner in your gym that you put them on every week. Doesn't need to be weekly, as long as there's accountability in terms of fortnightly, at the very latest monthly, if their goal is fat loss. You got to have some kind of accountability so that if they're off track, you can pull them back on. They don't fall off the bandwagon and undo all the work that they've done so far. So they're the four things that you want to build into a premium offer that you know is going to deliver results as a personal trainer. You could potentially have tiered offers as well, so basic versus premium to appeal to different budgets. Look, if you've got a 4, 3, 2, and a 1 times a week, as long as you've got the pricing right with that, that's going to sort of cater for most budgets. You are going to have people that might inquire online. You can still offer a premium service online, or for people that maybe live in the city, can only come in once a month and they're traveling to see you, FIFO workers, that kind of thing. That could be handy to have some kind of online, very basic level thing that includes maybe just like 1 session a month with training programs and nutrition advice, accountability, skin folds when they come back. So you still want to have that, but that's how you will cater for that potential client. Now, number 3. So you want to design an exceptional first impression and onboarding process. So when a new client signs up, what are you doing that's making them feel special? How do you make that process smooth and personalized where they come on board? So look, in the first session, in the onboarding session, when I take on a client, the first thing, it's the initial assessment. We're going through goal setting. We're really figuring out a plan for the next 12 weeks so that they feel really confident that what they've committed to is going to deliver what they're paying for. So first session, you might do some nutrition coaching. You want to make sure that they have their training app that they're on. So if you're offering training programs as part of your premium service, which I highly recommend, these days, I highly recommend having some kind of training app like Trainerize, Train Heroic, many other ones that do the same thing that you can then give to your client. They log in, They can see all the exercises, so that when they're not training with you, they've got something that they can follow that's constructive. So that's it's going to be really the difference between someone who comes in and does a couple of times a week with you, 1-2 times a week. They're not going to really get results long term, right? Like they might shift the needle a little bit. They might be able to get away with not going backwards, but once or twice a week, they're knocking the world up, right? Ideally, you want to have clients who are coming in, and even for your own training, they're training 3, 4, 5 times a week with a combination of weights and cardio. So that's what's going to get results. So when they're coming in, if they're on a lower package, they're only training once or twice a week, you want to make sure that when they come in, they have to do more sessions outside of your training, and you need to communicate that. But you want to make sure that they are coming in and they've got something constructive to follow. They're not going from machine to machine. They're not coming in just walking on the treadmill. Like, that has its place, but you want to still have something whether they can do something that's a bit more advanced, right? So they want to feel valued from day one. They want to make sure that you want to set that tone in that first session up for trust and professionalism, and that you're taking their goal very seriously, first and foremost, above everything else. So you can also use an onboarding form, follow it up with messages. A lot of the training apps will have inbuilt auto messaging as well in the background that reminds them to set their watch up to the app and all that kind of thing. So the more you can of that kind of stuff you can do, a lot of automation behind it, check-ins via text, apps, in person. Ultimately, this is going to set the tone for your relationship, and you want to make sure that you are, doing it properly, right? So number 4, this is where you want to really deliver personalized and consistent coaching. Look, each client's going to be different. A lot of the time, you're going to have similar or same programs that you track, that you give to clients that are going to sort of get similar results. But ultimately, you want to make sure that client feels like it is individual to them, that what you're doing isn't kind of just generic stuff that you do with everyone, which is how this is where the training app comes in. This is where the skin folds come in regularly, the accountability, how you're going to track the progress, photos, whatever it is. This is how you're going to make how it's going to feel personalized for them, and how you're going to be able to be consistent with what you're offering. Worst thing you can do when it comes to delivering consistent coaching is to just not do accountability consistently. Maybe sometimes you can fall into the trap of like, oh yeah, we'll skin fold next week when you're feeling better. Like, no, you want to be consistent, needs to be personalized, and you want to make sure that you prioritize the expectations that they have for what you're giving, and that you're delivering what you sign them up for in the first place. So number 5, and this is really important for your marketing as well, and just to, again, not just marketing, but for word of mouth referrals and making sure that you can build a sustainable business. So number 5, you want to create a client transformation narrative. So look, ultimately people love stories. So you want to be documenting your client's progress with photos, measurements, performance metrics, getting them excited about their training, because these success stories is what builds your social proof and inspires others and inspires your clients to refer all their friends and give word of mouth referrals, which are going to be your easiest sales that you ever make. So that's how you want to make sure that you have this transformation type narrative that you're delivering with each client to give yourself the best chance of having that system in place as a coach. So look, that's pretty much it there. Again, making sure that the worst thing that you can do as a personal trainer is not documenting or not having before and after photos. Some people come in, they don't do photos regularly, they don't set dates to have these done by. And you want to be making sure that you're always moving the goalposts for these clients, so that when they hit one goal, they're already sort of thinking about the next goal. There's never an end, right? It's always, if you can keep them excited about their training, keep them excited about transforming, about your skin folds are X amount. Now it's very achievable to get this amount by this point. That's going to keep them keep that transformation narrative going, and that's going to help you to increase that client retention among all your clients. So flowing into number 6, as long as you're always following that sort of transformation narrative with your client, and everything's always about continuing their progress and documenting it, you want to have some kind of upselling and retention strategy in place. So the best time to ask for a referral is when clients are seeing results. So when it comes to body fat, if they have got a really great result in the first 4 weeks, then as soon as you do the skin folds, they're happy, they're excited, they're buzzing. That's when you want to go, right, do you have anyone that is potentially interested in that could utilize having results like this? That's going to be the best time to ask for those referrals, right? You can also then, if someone is, let's say for example, someone comes in, they've done 4 weeks with you, the results are great, then that's when you can ask, that's the best time to ask them to upsell as well. So they might be only doing, let's say they're only doing twice a week. They get a great result. You can say, well, look, imagine if we pump this up to 3-4 times a week for the next 8 weeks instead of just doing 2. Imagine what you're going to achieve versus staying on doing what you're doing now. So great that we've got the result we have. Really awesome result considering we're only doing once or twice a week. But the extra investment, the extra commitment is really going to get you to your result a lot faster and probably blow whatever idea you had of what is achievable in this period of time. It's going to blow that out of the water, and you're going to end up having a physique or a result that you never expected. So whenever clients are getting good results, whether it's their body composition, whether it's their training, that is when you want to ask. Now, the other thing you want to do too, great retention strategy, and also great, again, the whole referral thing, celebrate milestones. So if a client does 50 sessions with you or hits 100 sessions, put a post up, celebrate it, give them a coffee voucher, whatever it is. Really celebrate those milestones that you have with these clients. If they hit 10 kilos in less than 12 weeks, let's offer something. Buy them a gift voucher for food with their partner or something like that. That's one of my favorite things to do. The clients that have been with me for a year or two, like if they've been consistent, been great clients, it's a very small price to pay putting them and their partner up for a dinner one night to make them feel like they really show your gratitude and make them feel like they are truly valued at the end of the day. That's going to be, if they feel valued, if they feel like they're an important part of your life and vice versa, they are going to stick around because they're going to like you as a person, right? Now, number 7, leverage marketing and lead generation. So you need clients to grow. So making sure you're using social media to share testimonials behind the scenes, having testimonials even up in your gym. A lot of gyms can help at that. Look, creating things like free resources like ebooks or offering webinars, workshops, having that kind of sales funnel that you have in place is going to really help you leverage that marketing avenue for that. Now, that really is very low effort these days to be able to make something like that. It's very quick. You can very quickly make an ebook. You can very quickly string together a webinar or a workshop where you are showcasing to your ideal client what it is that you offer and why they should work with you. In this day and age too, where trust online is getting eroded very quickly due to AI and due to just needing multiple touch points due to hundreds of other people doing exactly the same thing, you want to make sure that you're giving a lot of free stuff away to really build that trust and build that loyalty from your followers, or whether it's people in the gym. Yeah, you have to get used to the idea of giving a lot away. And besides online, like giving stuff away, like ebooks and webinars and online workshops, in a gym setting, in a commercial gym setting, giving away free stuff means simple stuff. Like if someone comes up and asks you for help, like they want some feedback on whether their deadlift's good or whether their program is good or why this machine isn't working, then you're always the first trainer to turn around and go, yep, no worries, I'll help you. If someone comes in the gym and they're a little bit, or they need help going through, they don't know, something's run out, whatever it is. Like if you're always that person that's giving away free time to help out these people, it's going to come back tenfold. So that is how you will leverage your marketing and lead generation to make sure that you're always attracting your new clients and continue to grow in that format. Now, one of the most underrated things I think is in this lead generation and attracting new business in a commercial gym is being that personal trainer that is always smiling at members, always saying hey to members. You're not going to get clients out of this immediately. This is more of a long-term play. But if you're that trainer that everyone always looks at and you smile, you wave, you're never too busy for them, you just always make time of day to go out of your way to make that person feel like noticed, I can guarantee you will never need to look for clients ever, because that's the kind of habits you need to build in to really establish yourself and get people that you don't even know in your gym sending you clients. So that is what I would highly recommend. If you're not doing that now as a personal trainer, do those little things. Give a lot away and you'll get a lot back. Number 8, so you want to use technology to enhance your experience. If you're still stuck in the Stone Age, and by Stone Age I mean like not even that long ago, 10 years, and you're doing like Google Sheets programming, you're doing things like even emails for like check-ins, like when you've got things like forms that you can create and that kind of thing. Look, we live in a world now where AI can pump out all your programs in like 10 seconds. So you need to be utilizing AI. You need to be utilizing training apps for delivery and tracking. You're just going to get left behind if you're still relying on old school systems these days. I know some trainers now that still use a non electronic diary for their clients. Like they're writing it in their diary. Like get Google Calendar. Like it's wild that you're still, like I used to use a diary for that, but like it's so easy to get, it's messy, it's so easy to forget. Like if you have a calendar system online that you can use, whether it's through a training app or whether it's just even just Google Calendar, I still just use Google Calendar. Like it's free, it's not fancy, but it gives me the opportunity to put the sessions in. I can email my clients so that they get a confirmation email of when their session is, and when they confirm that, if I move it, then, or they want to move it, I can move it immediately, so I don't have any issues of double booking. I don't have any issues of forgetting that I've moved sessions, things like that. You just have to move with the times, and you have to use technology to enhance that experience with your clients. It's a no-brainer. If you want to offer a premium service, then you have to be the kind of trainer that is offering premium features that are going to enhance your clients' experience with you. Number 9, so you want to have a strong mindset and you want to have confidence that when you're a trainer. Look, believe in your value. Confidence is one of the most important things as a coach. How do you do that? Well, look, keep learning, stay current, active listening. If you're not sure, don't fill the space with just talking about yourself too much, things like that. Like just really master communicating with people and communicating with your clients. That is that belief in what you're offering, whether you need to go and do training program courses, whether you need to do a mentoring program, whether you need to go and do nutrition, like a degree, whatever. You don't need to do a degree, but whatever it is that you need to make sure that you have that confidence and you have that positive mindset as a coach that these clients, your clients, are going to feed off, then you need to make sure that you get yourself up to that point. Otherwise, you're always going to have an issue with sales. You're never going to feel confident enough charging a premium price. So this is going to help them trust you. And if they trust you, they're obviously going to continue to pay you well and stick around for a long time. So yeah, your belief in your coaching ability is going to be the thing that makes sales a lot easier and makes keeping clients a lot easier. So focus on building that confidence in your systems and in yourself. And the final one is number 10. How do you scale and systemizing your high value offer? So look, to be able to grow beyond just a few clients, to be able to grow beyond a 20, 30 session trainer, you need to be able to have systems in place for onboarding, coaching, tracking progress. You want to automate things wherever possible. So scheduling, reminders, follow-ups, particularly with your new people that are coming in, potential clients that you want to sign up. Having systems in place for referrals, so maybe partnerships with other health professionals that are going to add value, that you can then, you can rely on them for certain referrals. Ultimately, if you can deliver consistent results and have a reputation for that, you're going to attract more clients in, but you want to have a process in place where you can systemize things so that you can focus on sales and growing the business and delivering a great experience for your clients, and you're not worried about small, irrelevant things that are going to drag you away from that. So there you have it. Creating a high value one-on-one coaching experience isn't just about having great workouts. It's about delivering results, building trust, and positioning yourself as a premium personal trainer and a premium provider of personal training services. So when you focus on these steps, scaling your income from 0 to 2,000 a week, it's not just a dream. It can become a reality very fast. So tip, if you're not doing 1 or 2 points from today's episode, implement them this week. There's going to be some things that you can change if you're not doing them already, and consistency is key. But outside of that, thanks for tuning in. If you've enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to leave a review on Spotify or on YouTube, wherever you're listening from. Share with your fellow personal trainers. But until next time, keep serving, keep growing, and keep transforming lives.